is our Sonance Next Generation Invisible Series wall. Sonance Invisible Series speakers offer the far greatest flexibility for installation. We can actually see this in the demonstration we're showing here. We have a speaker operating under wallpaper on my right hand side over here. So the speaker is actually operating under the wallpaper. Below it we actually have the standard drywall installation. Up here we have a speaker working under wood veneer, and then below it Venetian plaster. Now if we come into the centre here, we can actually see that these Invisible Series speakers will work with up to 1/8 of an inch or 3 millimeters of flexible material over the top. That can be topping compound, as we can see here, or it can be any of those other materials we spoke about before, the wallpaper, the drywall surface, Venetian plaster, wood veneer. Once these speakers are installed, they are totally invisible. You cannot see any trace of them being there. And most importantly, the sonic performance is absolutely outstanding. By putting these materials on there, you are not compromising the sound quality coming from these Invisible Series speakers. So not only do you get a completely invisible look, you also get sound that just can't be equalled by any other Invisible Series speaker. There's a couple of other advantages of the range as well. They are extremely efficient, coming in at 89 and 90 dB sensitivity. The other part about them too is the IS4s that we have up here are a true full-wave speaker. They go from 40 Hz up to 20K plus or minus 3 dB. So this is like any other in-wall and in-ceiling speaker in terms of the sonic performance and the frequency response. So as we can see here, if I turn this up, we have a completely flat frequency response, we have clarity. The other really important thing about these speakers is they have 170-degree dispersion. A lot of invisible speakers tend to project the sound inwards, not with these Invisible Series. They give a great spread of sound, and in fact, this is one of the reasons that if you go into any Louis Vuitton store around the world, you'll notice sound and you won't hear it. Well, the people who specify the Louis Vuitton stores love the fact that they can install Sonance Invisible Series speakers and get totally seamless sound throughout their retail facility, giving this transition from one area to the other without any interruptions sonically. So if we come around the corner, we can actually have a look at the range of products available for Invisible Series. There's not just one or two products, there's quite a few. The first one we have here is the IS4C. This is the commercial series for Invisible, and this is what's being used in the Louis Vuitton stores. There's 70 volt or 100 volt, designed for commercial applications. They have 7 selectable voltage taps, which is really important, an 8 ohm bypass if somebody does want to use it with a traditional amplifier. They also come with a sealed enclosure, which obviously for a commercial application is important, and ease data is available. So that means that if a project manager is sitting down designing an installation in a commercial application, because ease data is available, they can use the software to design the space, and they can actually see what the SPL level will be in each space, and also exactly what the volume, the frequency response will be. That helps a commercial designer immensely, so that's really important. As we move along, we can see our IS4, and if you look at the shallow depth of it, that's because this particular product doesn't have its enclosure. This makes it very usable in places where there are thinner stud walls or solid construction, places like Europe for instance, or in South America. The product is so easy to install. It has a step-by-step overlay on it that tells the installer how to finish it off. But from a construction standpoint, we have, I guess, the IS4, we have a single stereo version of this as well, we have a woofer version, and then we also have the smaller two-way version, which is the IS2 for confined spaces. All of them use an injected molded polypropylene diaphragm with a paper surface, so when it's being finished in drywall, it's treated effectively like the rest of the drywall in the area, almost like a drywall patch in fact. The construction of these things, these are not a regular speaker stuck onto a flat diaphragm. As we can see over here, the construction is designed in such a way with an extruded aluminum frame with the magnets fixed to the frame, and then the voice coils are bonded to that diaphragm. We have, in this case, you can see this is actually the IS4, so it's a true three-way. There is actually segregation between the 3 drivers on this speaker and the diaphragm to ensure that you get this smooth, perfectly even frequency response. As I mentioned, extremely efficient. up to 10 dB more efficient than other speakers on the market. Full frequency, so they go from 40 right up to 20k. Amazing sonic performance and also the most flexible installation. That's one of the reasons why Invisible series has been so successful, and if we look at our history, it's also one of the reasons why Sonance Invisible series, or the SA, Sound Advanced Speaker, is in the CEDIA Hall of Fame.